nice. Talk to me honestly. Look in my eyes. Don't let it fall on me. Say you're a good guy. Make me believe it. Don't wanna hear it. I wanna see it. See how. Rewind. When we rewind. Feels so nice.
My new space for Madani, it is a creative workspace for me, and I appreciate Martell showing up. I appreciate him being there to move one box. I know it looks like a storage. It looks like a storage, but it's such an eclectic building. Every time a new place opens, people are converting them into boutiques, hair salons. Mine is more of a workspace, and I haven't decided if I want to open it to the public yet, but this is where I'm creating all my products.
All right, so I'm catching this clip from Instagram, right? I am not in Huntsville, Alabama, and Destiny says that people are doing a whole lot of things with different spaces and reconverting them, or not even reconverting them, converting them into different things like suites and things like that. I talked about this before, and I'm just going to make this real quick before I continue. I feel like Destiny is one of those people that is just hell-bent on trying to prove a point to people when, in all honesty, she really just needs to be trying to survive. And business ownership and entrepreneurship is not for everybody. I talk about that on my other YouTube channel. I have been a business owner since, actually, I started in entrepreneurship in 2006, but one of my main businesses, I've been owning and operating it since 2008. I have employees. Business ownership is not easy. Entrepreneurship is not for everybody. There's no shame in working a legal job. And with all of the stuff that she has going on, to me, she started out with this Madani project where I remember she was talking about it was going to be a store for beauty supplies, and then she was going to have salon suites and all of that stuff. And I'm quite sure it can feel some type of way to know that you had these big dreams and they didn't come to fruition. But the Bible says pride comes before a fall. And sometimes you just got to put your pride to the side and work a real job. All of these things that she's been going through, like, what? I don't get it. Because to see that clip of her going into this space, and she said that it's going to be a space where she's going to be creating her products, it looks like a storage unit. Now, again, I'm not in Huntsville, so I don't know if that space used to be a storage space and somebody bought it and they converted the spaces inside of it to do other things, and it's not actually a storage unit, but it looks like a storage unit. I had a storage unit when I had multiple business locations, and I've consolidated down to one space. So I got a storage unit last year to put some things, and I actually finally got rid of it because I sold a lot of the things that were in the unit and some of the things I've put in my current space. And yeah, I want to continue to waste the money on a storage unit. I know a storage unit when I see one, and that looks like a storage unit. So for her to say that she hasn't decided if she's going to open it up to the public or not yet, to me seems kind of strange. But again, I'm not in Huntsville, so I don't know how that works. So maybe that space used to be a store. Maybe that space used to be a public storage business, and it no longer is. But the units look like that, girl. Like, I'm sorry. That to me just looks very weird.
So what are you gonna do out of here?
I'm going to be making my candles. I'm going to be making my body butter, my body mist, my linen sprays. I have a new fragrance called Big D Energy. Now we are stepping into home fragrance and body fragrance. My first scent is a unisex smell called Big D Energy.
Who in the world wants to wear a scent called Big D Energy? Now, of course, I'm sure, because I'm giving a reaction to this. I haven't watched this before, so this is my first time seeing this. I'm quite sure she's going to say the D doesn't stand for what we think it is. But girl, no. Who wants to go around smelling like Big D Energy? Especially a female. Who wants to smell like DICQ? What? That's not cute at all. But okay, whatever. But and then also she keeps saying we. Who's the we? Does she have staff?
And that's for Big Destiny, Big Detroit, Big Day. I know.
I knew it. I knew it was going to be the D doesn't stand for what we think it stands for. It stands for Big Day Energy. Really? Big Destiny Energy? Like, who wants to smell like Destiny? Whatever. Okay, this is stupid. I'm sorry. And I am not a hater. I am not even a millimeter. So I'm not coming with any bias, but that just is ridiculous to me.
What y'all are trying to lean towards, but that ain't it. Because it's unisex. Any guys that think that they can't buy it is probably because they don't have it.
The last box, thank you.
Oh, damn, bro.
Get
The
him!
last box. I did bring the boxes up, you know.
You brought the dolly up.
Candles.
Oh,
You got my
I
candles?
think it's some more boxes in the truck that he went to go get, so I'm sure that's where they are. Appreciate you patronizing Madani. And now that we've closed the brick and mortar store with everything
Yeah.
that was going on with that,
Yeah, you went through a whole lot.
Yeah.
I'm sorry you went through it too.
I'm just
Okay, I want to go back for a moment because if you recall when she had the store, remember when he was going through the divorce and this was at the time when she was friends with Melody and he came into her store with a box of stuff. I don't remember what the bullcrap was that he was trying to have her sell. But she was trying to take up for Melody at the time, and he got pissed at her, and he told her, because at the time she was going through a divorce too, right? And he told her that that's why men don't like women that always got something to say and they always run in their mouth and they need to be quiet. I don't remember the exact words he said, but was that him at the time trying to be supportive of her? No, that was him trying to get her to do something for him, which was sell his crap. And then tell her to shut up at the same time. It's ridiculous. I don't know why this woman wants to be friends with somebody like him. It makes zero sense to me.
just happy to still be able to have my sanity
Yeah, 100%.
after all the stuff that I've been through and just, being arrested. After I got arrested, ain't doing too well. It's unfortunate, and everybody's innocent until proven guilty. Unless you're in the public social media eye, you're guilty until proven innocent. Maurice actually was arrested a couple days after me. It seems like it was the same week. It was like, man, is it a target on the Huntsville people?
Yeah.
Like, what is going on?
Yeah.
It's no target on you all. You all are just doing stuff that are causing you to get in trouble. So don't even go there.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That's what I'm saying. And shoot, thank God that he ain't hit nobody.
So what's going on with you since everything has come out and there's been a verdict? Like,
And to pause it right there, thank God he ain't hit nobody. So who put the target on Maurice's back to make him drive under the influence and get pulled over for driving reckless, which caused him to get pulled over? It wasn't like his tail light was out and the police officer pulled him over for that, and then he was speaking funny, slurring his words or whatever, and they had him do a field sobriety test or do a breathalyzer. No, he was driving reckless and so happened to be driving under the influence. And in my personal opinion, I feel like he was able to have some connections to get his lawsuit dismissed with him being a quote unquote attorney. But that's just my opinion.
stop getting convicted.
I haven't. No, you know what?
I don't want to hear it.
You know, people saying that I wasn't though. You know that, right? I wasn't convicted. That's like wrong information. So a lot of reports that came out that I was found guilty of like harassing communications, but I wasn't found guilty.
Lies. He is such a liar. It is court documents. This isn't headline news. This isn't a blogger. This isn't even CNN, which they wouldn't even be reporting on this fool. But I'm just saying, This was court records. And people were able to get access to the court records to report what the court records said. Yes, he was found guilty.
It looked like I was guilty, but I'm not. They didn't even hear the case. The judge didn't even hear the case. And, you know, the higher courts are going to hear it. I know it's going to be thrown out.
You see how this is the narcissistic bullcrap that Melody put up with for years, that I'm so glad she is rid of for the most part. Unfortunately, she's still dealing with him when it comes to stuff like this, and of course having to share the children, which hopefully she will get full custody. Not that doesn't mean she'll never have to deal with him ever again in life, but I'm quite sure that would be amazing if that were to be the case. But to hear him say, the court, they didn't even hear the case, but the higher court, they're going to hear the case. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. It's like that commercial, that Geico commercial from years ago. This is not how that works. That's not how any of this works.
Because it's fake news.
He's so disgusting, and then to sit there and laugh and, I mean, oh my God. See, that alone, I don't care if people cannot stand Melody. This right here should be enough for them to just say, look, I may not like Melody, but I don't like this fool either, and there's just no way I can sit and support him or listen to any of the stuff that he spews, because this is just not how any of this stuff works. So for him to sit and lie like that and say that the court didn't even hear the case, it doesn't work that way. The court doesn't say, we're not even going to hear the case. We're just going to go ahead and let the higher court listen to it. We're just going to push it off to them because we trust their judgment better than ours. No, he was found guilty. He got a lenient sentence, by the way, but because of his pride, he has appealed it. So for him to think that people are just that dumb, and yeah, there are some people out there that I guess that are, that's who he's speaking to. That's who he's trying to appeal to, because nobody who has actual sense, or definitely no one that has intelligence or knowledge, would listen to that and say, oh, you know what, that makes sense, because it doesn't work that way. In order for an appeal to happen, that means a decision was placed, a judgment was rendered in that court, and so you file an appeal and then it moves on. It doesn't just, they don't just say, you know what, we're not even going to hear this, because this is just a complicated situation, so we're just going to go ahead and pass the buck over to the high. It doesn't work that way at all. Nowhere in the United States does it work like that.
Anybody checked on you?
No.
Well, I called, checked on you.
Yeah, you did, most definitely. I'm talking about, mainly from the guys or whatever. You know what I'm saying? We've been kind of cool for some years, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then, to see me go through something that you've never seen before, it's like you should. At least text me.
So you didn't really feel like you were being supported by the guys?
No. Marcel, he went, did a little interview talking about it. Why would this dude even fix his mouth to say something about my charge?
The lowest of the lows is taking your then wife in the most vulnerable and sharing moment that you could have, and you kind of weaponize that. Life will teach you that there actually is a place in society for people who want to send pornographic pictures of their ex-wives out. There's a place for those people.
Yeah.
There's a place that you can actually sit down and think about those decisions.
Yeah.
Maybe I didn't get through to you. Maybe you need your thoughts in this little comfortable concrete place, because you can't do that.
I'm like, damn, all these people are fake as.
So you didn't call him and reach out and ask why he said it?
No, I'm not gonna be the nice guy. I ain't the nice guys.
Yeah, we know he's not the nice guy, and I'm not even sitting here in support of Marcel and Maurice either, because I feel like they can be full of crap as well. I don't know all the dirty details about all of the stuff that they may or may not have done, but Marcel didn't lie about Hotel, but that's the reason why Hotel's upset. And So because he did an interview and he shared his thoughts about what Hotel was at the time alleged to have done or attempted to have done to Melody, but since that time, since that interview, he's been convicted. He's appealed the conviction. He's going to say, I don't F with them and F that S, and I'm not effing with them. So, and here's the reason why I'm not saying that I understand Hotel in the terms of he's right to have expected Marceau to stand up for him in this situation, but because Marceau has stood up for him in the past in the bullcrap, he has expected a continuation of him standing up for him in the bullcrap, because it's alleged that Marceau assisted Hotel in his shenanigans while he was married to Melody to get money to this chick and all, just a number of other things. And Marceau being a married man and standing up for him in those things is wrong. So while I'm saying that Hotel is wrong to expect someone to stand up for him in his wrong, I understand, especially somebody like him, as narcissistic as he is, to expect it from him now is because he got it from him then. So it is what it is, guys.
Still feeling like he doesn't really receive support from this circle. It's sad. It's sad to know that he feels that way. I feel like he could probably be a better communicator of how he feels and not wait till it gets to a point where it's like, I feel this way. And I think he kind of holds back and then just blows up.
Martell is crazy. The fact that Destiny is just saying, you know what? Well, he could be a better communicator. The man is a narcissistic danger. And to be... listen, I ain't even saying she need to come out here to say, I hate Martell. I despise him. He's a low down, dirty scumbag. Maybe not do that if you don't feel like doing that. But to be friends with him continuing when he's showing you who he is, it is just really strange to me. I don't get that at all. But guys, this scene with her in this storage unit for me was absolutely hilarious. Again, I'm not down in Huntsville, so I don't know. Maybe the outside of it looks different and it doesn't look like storage units from the outside. But in the inside, based on them going down that hallway, rolling with the stuff, it definitely looked like a storage unit from what I could tell. Because like I said, I had a storage unit and I just shut mine down a few months ago after I finally got all the stuff in it that I had from a previous business location sold. I just was like, I don't know. Maybe you should take the advice, and the advice that I was giving was not to be shady or low. I'm not even saying she couldn't do her business part-time, but go and get an actual job. Because these own checks, the Love and Marriage Huntsville checks, and, allegedly what they're making, I don't know what her bills are. So again, maybe she don't really have that many bills. I don't know, but she does have a son. And children are not cheap. But the amount of money that they're allegedly making, I really believe that she needs to be striving for more versus just trying to make that brand pop that she, I guess, put a lot of time and thought into before it became what it was and now is no longer. Stuff happens in life. So many businesses got shut down during COVID and even after COVID. It's just like, business is not easy. Entrepreneurship is not for everybody. Trust and believe. I know of what I speak. So to sit and listen to Hotel lie like that, to say that he was never convicted. She knows he was convicted. She said, stop getting convicted. Well, no, I wasn't convicted. Just a freaking liar. Anyway, guys, I just want to know what you guys think. So let's just go ahead and get into it in the comments. Hey guys, welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thanks for being here, being subbed. If you're not, hit the button, and if you're listening on YouTube, hit the like. It's like walking in the room and hitting that light switch. Let's brighten up the place and get into the holy mess.